Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today's topic will be about how to use our CSS framework in Bricks Builder. First, go to this page and download the CSS file. To open it, you can use whatever editor you have. In my case, it is Visual Studio. First thing, you can go to this line and set your maximum viewport. I'm going to use this default value, but you are free to change it to whatever you want to match your design. Okay. Second thing, you can see that we have fluid font sizes and fluid spacing here. You can leave it like this, or you can use a tool for that, which yes, it's this one, which is called Fluid Type Scale Calculator. It's pretty simple. You just need to set your minimum and maximum viewport and your base. Choose some scale ratio and choose number of steps. All right, and then you just need to copy those values and paste them to this file. But remember one thing, for the font sizes we have this prefix, the font size prefix. You can set this prefix here. Okay, so make sure to have the same prefix so it will match with our classes. So same thing will goes for spacing. So if you are going to do this for spacing, just change it to space like this. So see, so like this it will match our variables here. Okay, so make sure to have it like this. Alright, so I'm not going to change like any values here. I'm going to use this as by default, and just grab all the code and copy it. Go to Bricks settings, to custom code. As you can see, I already have it here, so let's just do it again. Just paste the CSS code here to custom CSS input and save settings. All right, next thing, go to your Bricks editor. Okay, and let's do one more thing before you start creating websites. Go to settings, theme styles, and if you have a new project, you need to create a new theme style, right? So let's call it global. Okay, and as for conditions, we want it to affect our entire website. And now go to container. Here Bricks has width of 1100 pixels by default, so now change this width to 100%. And as for max width, use your maximum viewport width, which is 1280 pixels. Okay, it should be the same here as it is in this document. Okay, second thing, go to section element. I want to set default values for paddings. I want to use our variables, so go back here, go to spacing, and just copy. I want to use for padding top and bottom, I want to use the biggest spacing we have here. So let's just copy this space XXL and go back to the editor and type var and paste it inside like this. Let's copy it and do the same for bottom, and I want to use space L for padding left and right, because as you can see, here is the maximum value for the space L, which is like 24 pixels, and this is like the lowest value, which is like 18 pixels. So I think it's this space L is suitable for our section padding. left and right. So let's just paste it like this. Alright, so that's for our settings, and now let's save, and you are ready to go. Let's try and add a new section. Notice that we have a padding top and bottom, but somehow we don't have a padding left and right. Something is wrong. Let's check it out. Theme styling, sections. Oh, I see. We have just paste the variable like this, but we need to do it inside the var. So it should be like this: var l and var like this. Alright, so it should be like var, and the variables should come inside like this. Okay, so don't make the same mistake like I did here. Now you can see that we have padding left and padding right. Alright, and this container width, maximum width should be 1280 pixels. Okay, alright, so for the class list, you can go to this page and scroll down, and here you can find like all the classes we have in this framework, and they are like pretty simple to remember. So if you go just through a few of them, like grades for example, you can see that they are very similar to the popular ones like Oxy Ninja or Automatic CSS, because to be honest, this framework was based on them. And one thing which is different from them is that our framework is for free, and it doesn't have like any plugin, so you just need to copy the CSS code, and you can start like right away. One thing what is a downfall to this is that when you are inside a builder, and when you want to type some utility class, like for example let's say grid something, you see that you don't have like any suggestion. You need to, if you don't have it yet, you need to type a full name of the class. I think that's a downfall, that you don't have a plugin for this framework. So you need to like remember all the classes, so you can you can use this framework. But I think there aren't like much of them, and I think they are like very simple to use. So I think after few of projects with this framework, I think you will get used to it. Like for example, if I want this container to be like with 3 columns, it's like W grid and 3. Now it's with 3 columns. Let's check it out. Let's add a block element. See, we have 1. Let's copy it and paste it 3 times. Now we have, you can see 3 blocks, and here I want to add some gap between those blocks. I can just type W gap, and now you need to specify the size, and you can see that here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sizes for spacing. So from S to XXXL. So I want something like L, so gap L. See, and that's it. To make it responsive, let's say I wanted to have 2 columns on tablet portrait. Okay, you need to type W grid, and now it's like L for large devices. And now the last thing is number of columns you want to use for this viewport, and I said that I want 2 columns, so let's type 2. Now we have 2 columns on tablet. If I want 1 column on mobile landscape, let's just add a class w create m and 1. Okay, so now it has one column on the mobile landscape, and etc and etc. You can just go here and check all the classes, and you can use them, on your project. And that's it. That's how you use our CSS framework in Breaks Builder. I wish you the best with building beautiful websites, and I hope that our framework can save you some time while building those websites. Alright, so see you in next video and have a nice day.